Playing for the under 18. Now it's 18 carat, that's another AP. 8 cribs in my.
It's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Nowitzki, no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a three-point game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Here's Ball, and Pirtle sends it back. And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Count it, good. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
A master at creating space in the two-man game. That's LaMelo Ball.
Bridges outside. A three. It's hauled in by Achua. The Timberwolves with a quick start to this game. Here's Ball. Right wing. Pass to Achua. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Ball with it. Bridges covering. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. So it's Minnesota now. 3-point lead. Pass to Saar. 2 on the clock.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
Nowitzki outside, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 7, and they pick up 2. 9 points in the game so far. And so here's Toronto, trailing by 4. Nowitzki, no good. Minnesota with the ball.
2 minutes left, 8 defense.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And that one is good.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Bridges. For 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down. When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And off the front, and in it goes.
A legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range. Bridges recognizes when he should take that shot.
Now, here's Ball. 11 points in the game. Pass to Pirtle. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
How about the agility of Pirtle, the 7-footer just sprinting down the open court with Remarkable and surprising speed.
Here's Ball. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. Barnes kept alive. Nowitzki outside. Second chance shot. And Sarr pulls it down.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Now here's Ball. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Nowitzki fires away from outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He comes.
The Timberwolves, 13.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
Now Lillard, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. Damian Lillard, and that's good. Lillard's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now Ingram. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Lillard looking around. From the arc. That shot misses. Raptors trailed by 5. Shed, that's good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Fader on the way. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Portis. It's stolen. Here's Shed. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Back to Lillard. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Lyle. Raptors trailed by 3. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Picked him clean. Pass to Wells. Ingram outside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors.
2 minutes remaining.
Spins. Shot clock at 6. He makes that one drop only a second and 5 tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Williams. Shot to stop the run. And Williams throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Pass to Portis. Here's the three. Latrey. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
Here's Ingram. Wells with it. Corner shot. It's rebounded by Portis.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Williams can't hit.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Timberwolves leading by 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Portis. It's up a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Lillard. And he overshot that one, missing. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
So it's Minnesota now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Back to Ball. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Nowitzki. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
Ball. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Pass to quickly. Stolen by Ball. And now Minnesota on the fast break.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Toronto leading by 3. And it's Pirtle at the elbow. Back to quickly. Basket counts. Quickly's got 4 this quarter.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Nowitzki for 3.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Minnesota, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Now, here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Nowitzki outside. Good work there as it goes. Nowitzki's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
They set the pick. Here's Shannon. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Shannon's got 5 points so far.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Bridges. Stolen by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Got a piece of it. Nowitzki fires away from outside. No good on the triple. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. It's a one-point game. Over in the corner, Green. Over quickly. Green, no luck. We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And he gets it to go. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
This kid is so skilled. What a touch from Melo.
Nowitzki, no good.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his three. And it's the Raptors ball. And a deep three from Nowitzki. And they get it. Goes back up. The kick out to Barnes. Jacks up a three. And the Raptors miss again.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Pass to Sark. Off target from outside. Raptors trail by three. And Nowitzki puts up a deep three. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Bobbed up there for Green. And Green slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one.
The Timberwolves, 37.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Minnesota with it. The lead is 2. There's the screen. Pass to Trent. No good with the triple. Here's Toronto. Out to the right wing. Filipowski. And the Raptors hit again from deep. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
From past the arc. And it's Carrington missing. Here's Shed. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. And the Raptors lead by 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Brown's wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Takes the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Wells. Goes up the baseline. Ingram outside. Here's Shed. Clock at 6. Stolen by Middleton. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Nowitzki looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Pass to Filipowski. Nowitzki outside. There's the triple. The rebound by Middleton.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's Song. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Nowitzki bounce pass. 3-pointer. And the Raptors miss again.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Ball no good. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here's Nowitzki. And again, Toronto no luck.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Here's Ball to take the lead. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Pass to Wells. Nowitzki outside.
Nowitzki, what an offensive force he can be.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Nowitzki. Here's Filipowski. He hangs. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
The kick out to Ball. Puts up a deep 3. No good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up.